on the stream donated $1. I mean, this is our last day raising money for Hope for Haiti, so I suppose, no, I don't want a scholarship or to go to college. I suppose if you're gonna donate to Hope for Haiti, this is the chance. I'm trying to kill you, but if you can't, please don't worry about it. But if you do have a dollar like spare, there's a link in the chat. Hope for Haiti, if you didn't know, is an organization that helps to support education and public health in Haiti. They help support schools, they help pay for school supplies, they pay teachers, they have scholarship funds for students in Haiti. And we've together raised $36,681 the past couple of weeks. And as a group, not just I am fundraising for Haiti right now, but a bunch of my sips done with the girls fundraising, and together we've raised $83,383. Which is huge. Okay. Anyway.
Some post for you, Poirot.
Mr. Hercule Poirot, you fancy yourself, don't you, at solving mysteries that are too difficult for our poor thick-head British police? Let us see, Mr. Clever Poirot, just how clever you can be. Perhaps you'll find this nut too hard to crack. Look out for Andover on the 21st of the month. Yours extra. A, B, C.
It's some sort of joke.
Maybe. But please remind me to inform Chief Inspector Japp.
Angel Cast, Little Rafting, more anonymous, and look at all those dollars with donations to Hope for Haiti too. Thank you all so much. I really appreciate it. Getting your second dose in 45 minutes? Really? That's like the same time my mom is getting hers, and she's getting hers like 10:15 as well. That's kind of fun. Maybe you'll be at the same place. I mean, perhaps like this. Do you think, this is like an honest question, I know most probably wouldn't, but do you think that you would recognize my mom if you saw her in public? No? Yeah. Some of you might.
It's here, Poirot. The murder took place in this street. Grim place indeed.
Tout à fait, Hastings. The streets of Andover are in a terrible state.
Look, there's Chief Inspector Japp. He's talking with a policeman.
She's been in a few of my videos.
Let us try not to get our shoes wet.
She's not around enough, I think, her face to be like overly recognizable to the majority of the people on the internet that watch me. Yeah, that's a good point. You might like, what's more likely is you might see her and be like, why is that person familiar to me? But like not be able to place her as like a legitimate mom. I live in Australia.
Over here, it's Hastings and Poirot. You missed the 9 o'clock train?
We took the 10:30. Luckily, the service is good to Andover.
So, Chief Inspector, what do we have?
The victim is called Alice Asher. She owned this tobacco shop. She was killed yesterday with a blow to the back of the head.
At what time?
Let me just check.
You know? Like, I feel like I probably wouldn't recognize her enough to, like, to know. I'm not very good with faces, though. Like, well, maybe it's the name issue that I have a problem with. I'm not very good with for example, I'm really, really, really bad with celebrities. Like, embarrassingly bad with celebrities. I don't know who anybody is. My friends love to mock me for this. They'll, like, send me pictures of celebrities.
Is Japp being too relaxed?
Who is this?
Let us find the clues that prove it.
I don't know, it's an actor, right? Like, I'm so bad with that. Emily, Silly, Hungry Piranha, Falsetto, Dragon Lord, Piranha, Mason, Slash J, Brown Parade, NHL Stadium, Dollar Train, Lil Skyzy, Angie, Z, Alyssa,
Indeed, Poirot. We were used to seeing you judge people with more discretion.
Oh my god. Wait. Do we pass 37,000?
Japp is in a good mood. I bet he thinks he's already caught the culprit.
Wasn't it like 36,800 a second ago?
The last customer to see Mrs. Asher Asher alive left her shop at 5:30.
That is the power of the
The body was found at around 11 in the evening by an officer doing his rounds. The shop door was open. That's what alerted him.
Had anything been taken?
A little tobacco maybe, but you'd hardly murder for a few smokes. There's nothing of any real value in the shop.
What type of woman was Mrs. Asher?
In her 50s, married but separated, no children.
Her husband?
Aha, Franz Asher, the husband. Alcoholic and violent. It's said that he regularly insulted his wife and threatened to kill her.
I don't think I missed anything. Oh, Destiny, thank you for the $100 donation too. Oh my god. I'm scrolling down. It scrolled so fast I might have missed a bunch of these.
Do you think he's guilty?
We'll look for Franz Asher. If he doesn't have an alibi, the case is closed. A very unoriginal murder.
Peut-être. May I examine the crime scene?
Of course, old chap.
I'll be with you in a minute, Poirot.
I think part of it is that I don't watch many movies. So like a lot of times if I've seen a movie, I can place it as like, oh, that's so and so from like this movie. But because I don't watch a lot of movies, I know that the person is an actor, but I can't place them very well. She's really bad, like really bad. Okay, Tori. But I think if I watch more movies, I might do better. Because a lot of times I know the names of like actors from things that I've seen, but I just don't pick up line. Don't flirt with this person. I don't want to. Anyway, I don't watch much, so.
The place is unusually tidy for a crime scene.
No, I'm bad. I'm really bad. I need to work on it. Tia, Sordo, Angel, more anonymous donations, Rachel, and Scooter, thank you for those donations to Brady. Thank you all so much. Yeah, Phoenix, I did go live really early today. I don't really know why. Well, no, I do know why. I didn't have to stream this early, but because I'm hanging out with my parents this afternoon, I can't stream like in my normal time this afternoon. So I was like, what if I stream at 8 a.m. just to see what happens? So I went live at
Nothing suggests any sign of a fight.
just to see what happens. That's why we're here. Countdown, thank you for 2 months. Elle, thank you for the $15. So Brady, Megan, and I go with the donations. I'm sorry if I missed any. I don't think I did. I tried to read them all. You might not heard me say
Red liquid is oozing out. Is it blood?
Thank you all so much for those donations.
No, it's just some strawberries that are losing their juice. They probably come from the fruit and vegetable shop opposite.
Nope, haven't seen it. Yeah, that's how I am with things too. I know people from like the weirdest things. I don't watch that much, but I'll have seen like one random rom-com, but like the big Oscar film.
It's not just any railway guide. It's an ABC.
So like, if I know someone is from like a really random.
It's open at the letter A. There are no prints on the book.
Thank you for those donations. Thank you so much. Why is there an ATM next to
The counter is covered with fingerprints all on top of one another. Unfortunately, it will not be possible to use them.
So, that's why. That would be why. Oh, Razzie, it's my birthday. I'll donate if I want to. If it's actually your birthday, I will sing your birthday song. I don't know if it really is, but I believe you. Oh, wrong side.
The till does not appear to have been touched. I have to check that nothing is missing from it.
Thank you for the 14 months also. Yeah, no, I like cheesy movies too. I think part of my problem, right, is that I get really nervous, but I get like a lot of secondhand anxiety when I watch films and TV shows. And so for example, like, this is an extreme one, because I think a lot of us feel this way, but like in Finding Nemo, you know, the piranha thing, that like really, really bothers me. Like I get like shaky and like cry about it. But even to the point where like more simpler things, like for example, if a character like has friends being
a mechanism has just made a fan click.
To them right now, I get like really stressed about it on behalf of the character, and like I get like really bad secondhand stress from it. Like, it's kind of ridiculous. Like, it's not that deep. It's gonna work out fine. But at this point in the film, my heart's like racing on behalf of this character, and it's too extreme. I take it all too seriously. I like take it in too much. So if I feel that way about like a Disney Channel original movie, like if I get that stressed about like High School Musical, how am I gonna watch like a real movie?
The till is full of money, but there is something strange.
I saw kids at the grocery store stuck in a very long queue to the cash register. Oh, that makes sense.
Something is hidden underneath.
Pietro, he's just in line trying to buy his groceries. Wait, Christine, I didn't see the message. I'm gonna read your chat history. Are you talking about Nemo? We had to turn off Nemo yesterday because the opening.
This must be the key to the back of the shop.
Well, that makes me feel really bad. That's kind of cute though. Poor Mary. I wrote a little song to bring Pietro home. Fab, Emily, and Bradley, thanks a lot for those donations to Hope for Haiti. Is it 1:30 in the morning for you? Oh no. Candace, thank you for the price.
She has a packet of play cigarette next to her hand. Did she drop it when she fell?
That makes sense. Yeah, I used to be really scared of Nemo when I was a kid too.
This poor woman's head is resting in a very even-shaped pool of blood.
Because I didn't want to watch that part.
She just has one wound on the back of the head. There are no other wounds or signs of a struggle.
I'm on Mary's team right now. Phileas, thank you for the $1 to Hope for Haiti too. Thank you so much.
I can't see any other mark on the floor.
Mary's so valid. Getting a fever is
The
scary.
body is hidden by the counter and is not visible from the tobacco shop store.
Wait, when did they
Many
come out?
customers must have thought that Mrs. Asher had popped out.
Finding Nemo. I'm gonna look it up. 2003. Okay, I was 4. That makes sense. Box
The door is locked.
3.3 million. My brother was born in 2003. Liz, thank you for the 104 to Hope for Haiti, and thank you for the compliment. I like this sweater. You were a junior in high school. Christine, I'm sorry. And I was 4 years old. Wait, did it come out in? Oh. May?
Blood.
Yeah, I was not 4 yet.
Did Alice Asher suffer from nosebleeds?
Okay. Maybe I'll have you make some garden salad for us, shall you?
An inscription in
20
German.
years ago today.
Souvenir of our honeymoon in the Black Forest. To my Alice forever, Franz Asher. The Ashers were a lovely couple when they were young.
That's weird. I don't like it. It's weird to think about anything happening 20 years ago. You know? Same thing, honestly, with 10 years ago. It's really weird to think about things like taking place 10 years ago. And I'm 21 now. But it's still weird to think about, like, oh, exactly 10 years ago, this happened. Like,
This interior is very simple.
I don't know. It's weird. I don't like it. How is that possible? How is that possible? It all goes so fast. I don't like it. Like the thought of like 20.
Mrs. Asher lived very simply.
To be almost 10 years ago. I can't get behind that. I still feel like it's 2013.
What a strange box. It looks like you have to slide the slats of wood to open it.
I don't know. I just don't like it. No, I don't pay a fee. Until I take a really tiny percentage of donations. That's how the website still functions. You got engaged in 2013. I started high school in 2013. Right? Yeah. Right?
This button appears to activate a mechanism.
I graduated in 2017. Yeah. Alice, thank you for the 2 months. so much. 1999, we were true 90s babies. Oh yeah, for sure. August of 99, I was in the 90s for a long time. I was in the 90s for a really long time. 4 whole months.
It is blocked.
Oh, I meant to sell this last thing. Maybe I should have him do his homework. What else are you gonna do with your free time? Nothing. Do your homework. Do your extra credit work. You don't get to have hobbies. No toys. From July 97? What day? Dan is from July of 97. July 28th. Oh, I'm not a millennial, Dr. Bird. I'm Gen Z. Millennials are a few years older than me. I'm kind of like one of those cusp years, you know? Like, I think that Gen Zers, people think of Gen Z as being like 13.
That should do it.
No, I'm not a millennial. I'm too young. They're a little bit older than me. It's one of those like.
Who is this young
I
woman?
think people call them millennials. You know, in between.
To my dear Aunt Alice, Mary Drower.
Yeah.
Have you found anything?
I'm trying to finish. I'm sad. Like,
The victim has a niece. We must find her.
where did I get these seed packets from? They just come in the mail. Oh, because my teens aged up, so they got seed packets in the mail. That makes sense. Oh, I can sell these too. Okay. Maybe I can get my stuff in the patio more now. I still haven't used my hot tub. I kind of want to sell it. And I kind of want to buy a pool instead.
Such a pretty decoration should be at the center of the motif to respect the symmetry.
But I like the idea of having a pool. It excites me. Okay, I know I started it, team, but let's be careful with the age chat, okay? Because just in case you didn't know, you do have to be over 13 to have a Twitch account, and we have to ban you if you are under 13, and I don't want to ban you, so if you are a child, you are definitely watching on your parent's account, and your parent is sitting right next to you, right? Shh! Don't tell me how old you are. You have to be 13 to have a Twitch account. I don't want to have to ban anybody, so that is always a very, very sad very, very, very sad ban when you have to ban someone for being underage. So please, and I'm not kidding, don't even do it as a joke. It's not a funny meme. I don't want anyone to get banned. So, okay, I don't like that. Oh, that's a very large umbrella. Maybe we could put it. Maybe no umbrella. Maybe no umbrella. Maybe we can get a cheaper, maybe we can get like some of these cheap ones. They feel like they match better anyway. Stephanie, thank you for 10 months. Thank you so much. Anyway, be careful, please. And also, just in general, team, I mean this, and I'm not trying to come across as like that old person trying to lecture you about internet safety, because I know people think that way. You don't need to tell people your age online. People in chat don't need to know how old you are, especially if you're a minor, and I mean like 16, 17 even. People online do not need to know how old you are. You can keep your age to yourself. There are creepy people out there. You don't need to put your age in public Twitch chats. Your age, your location, like, all of that, it doesn't need to be out there. No one needs to know. We can just hang out and we can talk about other things that aren't that, and then you don't have to worry about any creeps. So, no one needs to know. I know that it's annoying, like, having someone tell you that, and I'm not old, but some people think I'm old because you're, like, 13. This is Big Sister Cindy for a second. You don't need to post your age online. I'm serious. Be careful about that, okay? You don't know who's gonna see it. You don't. It's not worth it. Don't worry about it. No one needs to know how old you are. Okay. I think I might put like. Well, that's probably fine for now, actually. Maybe I could get a. What if we started a garden? We could start a garden. That'd be fun.
The wooden flower is preventing the circle from turning.
Thank you for 2 months. Emily, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Bam, Stephanie, thank you for the resubs. Katie, thank you for the bits. Thank you all so much. Save your game. Good point. Good point. I did just sell my Steam packets, yeah. My Sim literally just got Steam packets and then I sold them. But it's okay, there's like things around the neighborhood that we can harvest. I'm gonna have every single one of these Sims eat the frog really fast. If you didn't know you could do this, you can just pass the frogs around.
I heard a faint sound as if something was unlocked.
Before they could do it, so you can just pass the frogs down every Sim in your whole household. And then you can get them. That is a beauty goal. Yeah, I haven't done it to anybody yet, but I intend to. Okay, let me come harvest some of these like snapdragons. Maybe I'll plant them.
These drawings appear to be attached to the chest of drawers. They won't move.
Faith, thank you for the subs. Thank you so much. You were born on Friday the 13th, Lisa. I was born on Saturday the 14th at 1 a.m. So I was almost born on Friday the 13th. But instead I was born on Saturday the 14th. I came really close to being a Friday the 13th baby though. But I was not quite one of them. Okay. Let me get just a couple more roses really fast. Ooh, and some mushrooms. I don't really want to plant the mushrooms though. Oh, I should have taken care of my Sim's needs better. Oh, you should be fine actually. Yeah, you can go to sleep. Are you taking a nap on the... Oh no, you are sleeping. Oops, sorry. I thought she was napping. I couldn't see her there. She wasn't napping. Okay, my Sim has to, Oh, what am I doing? My Sim has work at 10 p.m. again, so we probably should have him stay up a little bit later tonight, just to make sure he's okay, going to work until 4 a.m. We need to make sure we're at least a little bit better off, because that's kind of late to have your Sims have to work until... What are these? They're only good in the spring? Fall and spring? No. Well, we can plant some things that only grow in the spring. Fall and spring. We had no summer crops? Great. That's cool. I can, well, you know what? It's a hobby.
From Mr. Adam Flint, Royal Bank, Eastfield Road, Andover. To Mrs. Alice Asher, 5 Bishops Road, Andover. Dear Mrs. Asher, further to your request of 12 February 1935, I have informed my superiors of your wish to apply for a loan to acquire the lease of the shop you rent from Mr. Fairfax. Despite the seriousness of your case, I regret to inform you that your request has been denied. The amount of your personal contribution, £11, is not high enough and represents too small a part of the final transaction. I remain at your disposal for any questions. Adam Flint. Mrs. Asher's meager savings were not enough for her to own the tobacco shop, but will largely cover her funeral costs.
Well, did you not want to water them? Why? Yeah, why did he stop before?
Medicine.
Sasha, I think you keep asking that in chat. If you're looking to learn about the difference between the vaccines, maybe you could do some reading online instead of oh, I didn't mean to do that. I meant to make a sim leave. Oops. Well, anyway, Twitch chat's probably not the best place to learn about vaccines. I feel like you'd be a little bit better off doing some actual research from a more reputable source if you're genuinely curious about that.
Laudanum-based cough medicine, Mrs. Asher, Andover Morley Laboratory, London. It's strange to find such an elaborate medicine from a leading London laboratory in the home of such a modest woman.
Okay, oh, this toilet is pranked. That's not good. Alright. Okay. Yeah, the CDC website is a good place to start. I'm pretty sure they have like a comparison of all of them. He's angry because of the prank? That's cool. Great. I need to stop just replacing these broken things, but I don't have the time to like fix it. It's love day. Alright. Too bad I won't be finding any people to date. I don't use Streamlabs OBS, Tori. You're telling lies. I use regular OBS. That's a lie.
The motive is definitely not financial gain. There is no sign of a struggle, and the deal has not been forced or emptied.
I do use Streamlabs, the website. Yeah, look. Here's what I've got open right now. Streamlabs, OBS. Not Streamlabs OBS. Different. Anyway, no, I don't use Streamlabs OBS. I never have. I've been streaming longer than Streamlabs OBS has been a thing. I think a lot of people that start streaming, like early, or start streaming when Streamlabs OBS exists, they like use Streamlabs OBS because like
Dash! A puddle! How clumsy.
for a lot longer than Streamlabs OBS has been around. I've been using OBS to record for like 5 years, so
This place is run down.
I'm very familiar with OBS. Okay, maybe I'll have you shower because you're not doing well. How about you need to eat something? Okay, everything is fine. You think Streamlabs is more user-friendly? Maybe. Yeah, I use Streamlabs for alerts though. But I don't use the Streamlabs OBS. I just use like the website to set up my alerts, which is how it began. Now they just also have an OBS integration thing, basically. Okay. Yeah, they've done a lot
This is a really cutthroat neighborhood.
making
Anyone could have committed the crime.
OBS actually very complicated, but it definitely seems complicated to people that are like just starting out. So I think it's kind of like intimidating to people to use OBS, but it's actually not very complicated. I think it just doesn't look very pretty. And Streamlabs OBS.
This fruit and vegetable shop has a front row seat, therefore an employee might have noticed something.
We should be able to have the arbitrage at Soonish wants to keep the kids in our teams, and then we can decide who the best bet is. What are you sleeping into? Oh, no, you're awake now.
There are cigarettes packets in a mess on the shelf.
So, Poirot, any news?
So, an ABC guide with no fingerprints but prints all over the counter.
Normally, the tobacco shop does not sell ABC guides.
Exact. Mon ami, could you have a word with the neighbors? Some may have seen something.
Of course, my friend, I'll do it straight away.
I think I've looked everywhere here. Let us see if I can find any more information in the shop's surroundings.
That is an ATM, yeah. It's a stolen ATM that my son brought home from work, and it matched religion really well, so I put it in the living room.
4 pence a lettuce, a lovely large lettuce, 4 pence only.
Okay, perhaps we can go swimming. Do you want to swim? Swim laps. Why not?
This woman appears to be a smoker.
The poo next to the grave really sells it for you. Yeah, it looks good, doesn't it? Yeah. Billy Joel, unfortunately, that's just how it works on That's just the way.
She's a big smoker. She must have been a customer at the tobacco shop.
But the remote only lasts 24 hours. That's just how it works. I can't make it last any longer. It only costs 500 points. You can look around
How much are your lettuce, please?
A lettuce? That'll be 5 pence, kind sir.
5 pence?
That's right. Maybe so it's slightly hard of hearing.
I heard you shouting a lovely large lettuce, 4 pence only earlier.
Did I? Well, I must have been mistaken. Begging your pardon. But if I said 4, it's 4. Why not take 2 for 8?
No, thank you. I was only asking. Did you know Alice Asher well?
And for starters, who are you?
I'm Hercule Poirot, the detective.
You're foreign, that's for sure, with your accent and your odd way about you. And you're here about Alice's murder, I suppose. Well, I've nothing to say to you.
Did you speak to the victim yesterday?
No, I never saw her.
I do not quite understand. You work next door to each other, but you do not see each other?
It's true. I didn't see her all day.
I know that you went to the tobacco shop yesterday.
Well,
So you killed Mrs. Asher with a blow to the head.
no.
You asked for a packet of plays. She turned around to take it from the shelf and you hit her. 1 blow.
Listen, I didn't kill Alice, I swear. But it's true that I did go to the shop yesterday.
At what time?
6 o'clock. She left me a note saying she wanted some strawberries if I got some. I received them late, about 6. So I took them over to her.
But you did not see her.
She wasn't in the shop, so I just put the strawberries on the counter and left.
You were not alarmed?
I thought Alice had just gone to get her medicine from her room and that she'd be straight back.
You mentioned medicine.
Something for her cough. She used to take it a lot.
Who do you think killed her?
France! Her scoundrel of a husband. He was always after her for something. Well, he's a foreigner. Sorry, sir. What I mean is he's German. That's even worse.
Did you see Franz Asher enter the tobacco shop late yesterday afternoon?
Well, no. But at that time of the day, the streets are packed, and I have better things to do than watch her shop.
A bottle of poor quality vinegar. The smell could awaken the dead.
Hey, Poirot. I found the victim's niece. She's waiting for you in the back of the shop, if you want to question her.
Thank you, mon ami. Let us now try and get our brain cells to work. Mrs. Asher was killed here. The absence of marks in the shop and the regular shape of the blood stains indicated beyond a doubt.
You never know. Maybe I should be. Maybe I should buy some emergency supplies. Be prepared for snow. I say it's currently 75 degrees out.
Jap had the body removed out of respect for the victim's niece. His attention is commendable.
If it snowed, like proper snow down here, we'd be doomed. Like,
Is her grief sincere?
Infrastructure to be prepared for snow in Central Florida. Like, that would be a bad thing. Like, we don't have, like, we don't have snow plows. We don't have, like, we can't ice, like, salt the roads. Like, we don't have any, none of us know how to shovel snow. Like,
She appears to be very upset. She's dressed in mourning. She looks fragile.
I mean, it happened in Texas, but like I think it'd be even worse if it happened here. But Florida would be much worse. If it snowed down here, we'd be.
You were very fond of your aunt, am I right?
She was the only family I had since my mother died.
We are so close to $38,000 raise. We're at 37.
Your aunt did not have any children, is that correct?
Oh my goodness.
No, she was separated from her husband.
What do you think about Franz Asher, your aunt's husband?
He never left her alone.
Face me?
Poor aunt.
Face me?
She used to drop by all the time and make a scene.
It reacted to a noise. It was gonna sleep and then it reacted to a noise. You don't look that scary. Oh, maybe you do. Why does it look so grumpy?
You were not very surprised when you heard what happened?
Oh, but I was. You see, it was a nasty piece of work. But up until yesterday, it was just empty threats.
He's not scared.
He shouted a lot, but she wasn't afraid of him. Why, he used to slink away when she turned on him. He was afraid of her, if you like.
There are a lot of places we'd love to come visit at some point once the pandemic is over.
Did your aunt enjoy good health?
She had a bad throat, but she was well cared for by a doctor in London.
I want to be like, look, let's go to
Does Franz Asher work?
All he's done for years is drink and gamble, but he used to be a very good cabinet maker.
What does he live on?
My aunt used to give him 5 shillings a week.
I'm excited about that kind of thing. Pietro, Alfred, thank you for the donations.
Did Franz Asher extort this money from her?
No, she didn't let him intimidate her. She gave the money quite willingly. He was her husband. She couldn't leave him with nothing.
I understand. You have been of great assistance, mademoiselle.
So he's been to a couple places. He's been around a little, which is good. That's a bunch of places, honestly.
Please take this young lady home.
My pleasure.
Well, this Franz Asher does not seem to be quite so dangerous as Jap says. And since Alice Asher gave him money regularly, it was not in his interest to kill her.
He lived in Charleston, Illinois. It was horrible. My mom was raised there, lived there since she was 2 years old. I know all about Charleston, Illinois. My grandparents live there still. I've been there quite a few times. Yeah. It's not that bad. It could be worse.
We have to wait for him to sleep it off. He's all yours, Poirot. There are a few things I need to check.
There must be some way of sobering him up.
I wonder what his wife used to do. He must have scared the customers away.
You never know when you might need them. Stay hydrated.
A box of new stockings.
Thank you all for those donations. For 82. Thank you.
It's Alice Asher's notebook. Ah, that's interesting. It probably contains information about our possible debtors and creditors.
Love hockey. I play hockey.
Bodley. The fruit seller has debts too. She will probably be more cooperative thanks to this piece of information. Mary Drower was telling the truth. Mrs. Asher regularly gave money to her alcoholic husband.
So, don't worry. Hockey isn't just a game, it's a lifestyle. Taylor Streams and Top Gun, thank you for the donations to Hope for Haiti. Thank you both so much. That puts us at $38,002. You know, that's not too bad, team. And I was like just about to get off too. That's awesome. Thank you all so much. And you know what's fun is I never.
According to the victim's account book, you owed her £10 for tobacco and magazines.
That's a lie. She owed me £1. I swear.
Thank you again, all of you, so much for all your donations to Hope for Haiti.
Enough lies!
It's not lies. But you're not quite as clever as what you think.
Now, please be so kind as to explain this.
Look at my account book. Alice owed me £11 for fruit and vegetables. I may have had a slate at her shop, but she had one at mine. She owed me £1. And that reminds me I have to get it back from her niece.
That is quite enough. Your account book has saved you, but I might ask Chief Inspector Japp to throw you in the cells for 1 or 2 nights while he checks your entries. Do you want to go to prison?
Prison? Now that's not fair. I haven't done nothing.
In that case, I am counting on your full collaboration.
Yes, sir. Of course, sir.
My Sims friend and I got plans for being the resubs. 36 months buff, thank you so much. 38K Dollar Trade Mitchie. Thank you. I have never gotten to raid Swordsman.
I'll just borrow your bottle a moment.
Take it. It's what Alice used to sober up her husband. But try not to empty the bottle.
Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
It's always so fun to watch shell tours on stream. Like, did I not start the raid? Uh-oh. Anyway, I love watching shell challenge tours. That's always so fun. I can't see my own raid. Did it not work? Can you see the raid? unraid. Okay, let me start it again. See if that works. Oh, it worked that time. That happened to Dan before. He started the raid and it didn't work. Okay, well I canceled it and restarted it. It looks like that worked that time. That's weird. Rosie, thank you for the bit. Thank you for everything. Go to House Wilson for me. I will see you over there. Have a wonderful weekend. You just came. I'm so sorry. I went live at 8 a.m. I streamed for like 3 hours this morning, and we're gonna go next to our stuff now. I know it's weird. I guess good night. Maybe. It's 11 o'clock. It's kind of early for me. I don't know. I'll see you later. I won't see you later today. Smart. I'm sorry. I'm not streaming tonight. I stream now instead. Okay, I'm sorry. Bye.
Mes amis, I can say without a doubt that poor Mrs. Asher was killed between 5:30 and 6.
Killed when the street was packed with people. That's rather bold.
I've been talking to the neighbours, and
No one's seen anything? Or rather, it's anything and everything. Am I wrong?
Okay.
no.
Hello.
Bien. We must grill this villain Asher before he falls asleep again.
8 a.m. Good morning. Hi, Brayden. Why are you here? You didn't sleep yet.
This man is in rather a bad state.
Three mods in this chat, and only one of them is invited. It's 8 p.m. for Jess. Jess is allowed to be here. Brayden, go to bed. Shan, go back to bed. Anyway, hi everyone. Good morning. It is.
This man has been fighting and he smells of alcohol.
Anyway, I need to reserve this time in case you didn't notice. Anyway, let me make sure I have my game set up and then we can talk. I'm getting the second dose of the.
We know that you threatened to kill your wife, Asher.
So what? You shouldn't take things so seriously, sir. Nothing but empty threats. We didn't get on all that badly.
So, if things were going so well with your wife, why did you not live with her?
She was the one that left. Nothing to do with me, sir.
At like 5 o'clock, but I was gonna get fired.
You can't have treated her very well for her to run away.
No, sir, no. I wouldn't say I'd ever laid a finger on her, but it was only normal.
We're gonna play some of our
She was my wife.
today, I think.
Are you often involved in fights?
I don't know what you mean.
7 o'clock.
The truth is that someone gave you a good beating.
I'm sorry.
A beating? No way. All right, he tore my coat and gave me a black eye. You see the state of him.
I like it. Thank you for the
Very interesting. Who is the other that you struck?
This is ridiculous. Early?
Probably best if I tell you everything. Yesterday afternoon, I met Roderick Tanner. We'd bet on a dog fight together.
An illegal bet, naturally.
Yes, sir. Our dog won. Roderick got the money, but he refused to give me my share.
And you fought about it. What time was this?
In the evening, about 6, I think. We were on the other side of town. You see, I couldn't have killed my wife.
So I'm late. The sun finally rose. There was a series of unfortunate.
Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
Anyway, hi everybody. Chad, thank you for the 6 months. Say thank you for the 3 months. Hi everyone. Janelle, thank you for the stuff. No, so if you missed it, I have my second COVID vaccine appointment at 10:30. I'm streaming before.
The murderer probably pretended to be a customer.
10 a.m.
He hit the shopkeeper from behind as she turned around to serve him.
Kayla, why I'm going to
Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
in like 3.5 hours. So I'm here right now. And what are you gonna do about it? Elsie, art with head. Thank you for the bits. Candy, thank you for the bits again. Megan, 1 month. Kathy, 52 months. Emma, for the 5 months. Janelle, for the Sophie, thank you for the bits. Nikki, thank you for the 7 months. Oh my goodness. Ellie, thank you for the bits too. Thank you all so much. Anyway, I realized that
The murderer deliberately left behind this ABC as a signature. The absence of fingerprints and the fact that it is open at letter A for Andover leaves little doubt.
Asher's alibi appears to be confirmed. All the same, I'm going to call and check that he did have a fight with this Tanner on the afternoon of the murder. You can never trust this sort of chap.
One thing is certain, Asher was a ruffian who used to beat his wife.
But he is not very educated. It certainly was not him who wrote the letter signed ABC. Let's resume, Hastings. We know the murderer pretended to be a customer. He did not kill her for money, that appears to be certain.
I agree with you on that point.
And the murderer left an ABC guide as a signature. Therefore, it's likely he wrote the letter.
Indeed, but that doesn't explain why and how he did it.
You are quite right. Why he did it is a mystery. But as for how he did it, we do know enough to try and reconstruct the events.
I've been awake for like an hour and a half. Anyway, no, I wasn't kidding all week, V. I was going to stream at 7 a.m. today. Like I said, I'm getting the COVID vaccine in like 3 hours, so I figured that.
The killer enters the shop.
So I was thinking, why not just stream before?
Mrs. Asher turns around to greet her customer.
So I did.
The murderer asks her for some tobacco. She turns her back to him. He seizes the opportunity to strike her.
It's 4 a.m. for you. I'm so sorry.
He then places the ABC upside down before leaving. Everything appears to match the crime scene, mon cher Hastings. That is exactly what happened.
Stay home. Social distance. No, we should buy some medicine for it. Dylan, why are you here? Oh, because you're going to school, aren't you? Wow. Imagine having school.
Asher has a strong alibi and we don't have any other suspect. But what was the point of this crime?
She had no debts. She gave Franz Asher money regularly. She wasn't owed money. Nobody stood to gain anything.
No doubt about it. The murderer is insane.
And I fear that we had not heard the last of him.
I hope you're wrong for once.
Bien, let's go back to London. If we hurry, we should catch the 7:02 train. Are you coming?
No, unfortunately, I have to talk with Andover police.
See you soon, then. Are you coming, Hastings? Let's go home. There's nothing for us here.
So, again, if you're just coming in, we're live early today. Really early.
Well, do you have any idea about the killer's identity?
The crime was committed by a man of medium height, with red hair and suspicious eyes. He has a slight limp on the right foot and a wart just below his shoulder blade.
Poirot!
Mon ami, what do you want? You fix upon me a look of dog-like devotion and demand of me a pronouncement à la Sherlock Holmes. Now for the truth. I do not know what the murderer looks like, nor where he lives, nor how to set hands upon him.
What shall we do, then?
Nothing.
Nothing?
Do not be so impatient, Hastings. The killer will manifest himself soon enough.
I thought I heard the postman. Maybe there's some news.
I will go and see.
Okay, I need to make sure I can take care of my kids. So if you're new to this series, this is our Potts family. I've been playing this.